Hi guys, welcome to Thrive Endurance TV cycling tips, and today we're going to be focusing on pedal technique, and we're going to learn to do perfect circles and high cadence. So basically when we pedal we want to do perfect circles, perfect 360 degrees with both legs, so we become more efficient, so we can put out a full power range through the whole pedal stroke, or at least 80% of the pedal stroke. If you haven't looked at our video, which is the one-legged cycling drills, that's a really good one to look at as well, to show you how to do perfect pedal techniques. But with this one, we're more focused on high cadence work. The faster we spin, the harder it is for us to have a dead spot. Cadence is king. You'll see when you go out riding that you see these big mashers pushing these big gears, or you might see these pro cyclists pushing out these big gears and thinking, oh geez, they look strong. But me, whenever I see a cyclist go around, I see someone that's just keeping up with everyone and their legs are spinning really fast, I just look at them and I go, wow, they look like a really good bike rider. So anyone that can keep up with you at a high cadence, then they still have another gear to drop down to be able to push on. So basically what we want to do here is we want to do some high cadence pedaling. So I think to start with, a really good one is to probably work on about 20 to 30 second efforts. And we want to get up to a cadence of about 110 to 120, and if not 130, as we get a little bit better at it. So we want to just build up. We're not worried about the resistance of the bike, we're just worried about just getting, at this stage, just getting high cadence. So yeah, basically we're worried about perfect circles. So by doing the higher the cadence we go, the harder it is to have flat spots. So we just wind it up. We want to make sure we're doing drag pull, drag pull. And trying to keep our core and everything nice and stable. We don't want to be bouncing around on the bike like this. We want to try and just lock it in and just use these pistons going up and down. So we'd do that, like we'd do 20 seconds on, 20 seconds off, 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off, whatever you kind of feel comfortable with. At first, you're probably going to find that you struggle to spin that fast, because it's like anything, if you haven't done it before, it's hard to do. But like anything, if it's hard to do, that probably means that you need to spend more time doing it because you're not very good at it. Most people are, like that 85 cadence and just grinding away, pushing, but they're using all their quads and they're losing the back half of their pedal stroke. So that actually, you use more torque to drive a big gear than what you do at a higher cadence. At a higher cadence you might use a higher heart rate, but if you get the legs fit, then that heart rate will come down. If you don't get the legs fit and you try and use a higher cadence, then that's when you're going to struggle. But the thing is, if you get the legs fit and you're good at a high cadence, you are still going to be able to ride as good or better at a low cadence, because you're going to have muscle memory for a perfect pedal stroke and you're just not going to drive down. So once again, we just are going to do that again. As you get better at it, go into the TT position. Once again, activate the core. Try and keep disengaged so that you're not leaning forward, and just wind it up. Drop your heels and drag pull, drag pull. Spin, spin, spin. Until you start bouncing. So we work on 20, 30 seconds, 40, build up as you get better. Because we want to increase our pedal cadence and get our legs fit. Once we do that, then once you go back to 80 cadence, it feels so easy. So at first it's all about technique. We're using the high cadence work in this part of it just as a drill to try and learn technique to get these perfect circles happening. So we go through the bottom of the stroke, drag, lift, push, drag, lift, push. Once again, if you don't have your heels, you have your heels like this, you can't get to this bit, you can't drag through, you can only push down to here. if you've got your heel drop, you can drag. Here you can't. You've got, like, if you ride like a ballerina. So another perfect thing, like if you just in a group where you see people riding, you see someone riding like this and just munching big gears, and they're, you can just, only thing they're using is their quads. If they're a cyclist or a triathlete, especially a triathlete, they're just going to get off and not be able to, you're going to just cramp out in the run, and then they're going to go, oh, I needed salt tablets, or, you know, I was dehydrated, or they come up with every excuse in the world. And the only thing is that they've done is they're actually overrode, but they've overrode because they've just focused on one muscle group. Where we've got our glutes are our biggest, so the only way to activate our glutes is to have this drag and this lift. The only way to have those two parts of the pedal stroke is to have the heel dropped. If you're too far forward and you can't drop your heels, you're going to have the same problem. So both of these, you know, this is a perfect drill to get the higher cadence, perfect circles, teach your legs to get fit, teach your legs to spin fast. Another thing is that, you know, it's all good to ride at 80 cadence, but if you're on a downhill or a false flat or a tailwind, unless you're going to only ride at a maximum of 42, 43 kilometers an hour, you're never going to be able to pedal going down those hills at 60 k's, you know, or anything like that, because you actually, you know, you'll run out of gears and you'll be like, I want another gear. You don't need another gear. Mark Cavendish and these guys, they sprint at 80 kilometers an hour. The reason is because cadence is king. You know, these guys, you know, can spin up to 130 at 1,000 watts. You know, and the other two perfect examples, two best, you know, Tour de France riders, probably two of the best time trialists ever, Lance Armstrong and Chris Froome, both when they attack, ride at 100, 110 plus cadence in time trials and up mountains. So, you know, that's a pretty classic example that, you know, the guys that are good are really good at pedaling. The guys that are lazy, you know, they just want to just grind away all day because it just gets lazy. But as you get fatigued, you know, then you're just going to be pushing away and going nowhere. Where if you're really good at pedaling, then when you actually click down to 80 and 90, you'll be able to push the same power, but you'll be able to do it with full range pedal strokes, so you won't fatigue out, and you'll ride for longer and you'll ride faster. So yeah, guys, have a go at the drills. In the link below, we'll have a link for you to contact us. We have a training plan for, you know, for drills for cycling. So a 6-week training plan to learn you the pedal technique. Really good for off season. Any time you can add it. They're not hard sessions. You can add into anywhere in your program. Just add them in as extras. You can still do your other stuff, but learn how to pedal perfect circles. That's how you're going to learn to ride fast. It's how you're going to learn to ride fast down hills. How you're going to learn to ride fast on flats. Everyone's really good at attacking going up a hill, but learn how to ride on the flats and downhills, and they're the times that you make up more speed, especially in aero, because the faster you're going on the flats and the downhills, if you can ride faster, that's where aero counts. Alright guys, thanks, see ya.